teaching high school math in Tennessee to working in international development in Africa to running a marathon in Antarctica? Well, that's a question only one woman can answer, Haley Jones. And by the way, she's now a real estate agent, too. Haley Jones has a big laugh to match her big personality and even bigger ambitions.
Obviously, I'm weird because everyone's like, you did that for fun? And I'm like, yeah.
Just for fun, Jones decided to tackle the Great World Race.
We are always running for the thrill of it.
That's just a tiny little competition that involves running 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents.
It was like 8 weeks out, which was very dumb. So, but yeah, I think it was just something like, how cool would that be? And another like, could I do it? Is it possible? But also I love to travel. So I was like, you know what? Like, if I don't do this, I'm going to be like, why didn't I? So I committed.
Last November, Jones took off from McGee-Tyson Airport on a whirlwind world tour.
Try not to be nervous.
And she hit the ground running, literally, for the first race in Antarctica.
I mean, so cool. In that first lap, I was just like, I cannot believe, like, this is our planet. Because it's so different, you know, and you're just like, how did I even, the fact that I'm here right now, and then I have my family and this and that, how is this like a thing? It was so like humbling and amazing at the same time.
From there, it was off to South Africa.
Race 2, Cape Town. Let's see.
And then on to Australia.
Okay, last lap.
Up next was Istanbul for 2 races, one in Europe, the other in Asia.
And then we saw cats, and then also we got to see cats, and then also there were some more cats.
Then came South America for the second to last race.
How are we feeling?
And then finally, it was time to wrap things up in the good old US of A.
Now, 7 days later, we are in our 7th marathon in Miami.
After flying roughly 60 hours, surviving mostly on airplane food, and running more than 180 miles in nearly every extreme, from sub-zero temperatures to heat indices topping 100, Jones crossed the final finish line. And after the adrenaline came the emotion.
David, thank you so much.
Even now, months later, Jones says it's still all sinking in for her. The travel, the running, the exhaustion, the thrill.
This is a physical challenge, and there's something like meditative about it that you're just like, I'm doing this. And like nobody else can get in my way. Like, I'm doing this. So, yeah. And you did it. Yeah, I did it.
It was an incredible accomplishment, but one that's maybe not all that surprising when you dig just a little deeper into her background. She felt a calling to help in Africa and spent time in Tanzania, South Africa, Ethiopia, and Liberia, teaching English, volunteering at an orphanage, and helping with famine relief and mental health. But she also made sure to follow her heart on even the most unexpected adventures.
You were a wrestler.
Yes, I was a wrestler. Yes.
So Lacey Evans against Haley Jones here tonight, one-on-one on Friday Night SmackDown.
Turns out this runner can wrestle and trained at the local Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling Academy.
I sent an email. I was like, hey, I'm Haley Jones. I'm a high school math teacher. I'm 35 years old, and I want to be a professional wrestler. And Dr. Tom was like, come on.
Soon, Hazel the Ringmaster was born. But that budding career on the mat was cut short by the pandemic. So it was back to pounding the pavement on a path that would eventually lead her around the world and back again, learning those invaluable life lessons that only this uniquely solo sport can teach.
When I was in Antarctica, I was like, I cannot believe, like, I made this happen. And that to me is like encouragement of like, no, you can make whatever happen. And that sometimes is a hard translation into business or whatever. But the fact that I got myself there and was running in Antarctica and had that moment of like, no, I can do whatever. Like, you just have to decide. So that's my takeaway.
Haley Jones says the hardest part of the Great World Race was actually all of the logistics, but she did have a slight scare near the end of the journey when her shins started hurting, but she did manage to run every race. And as for what's next, well, clearly with her, the sky is the limit.